So we got some rather interesting news regarding the Miami Hurricanes football team and Dan Lambert. And in case that name sounds familiar for all you MMA fans, Dan Lambert, that is the Dan Lambert that I'm talking about, the owner of American Top Team. So he has announced that he has offered each scholarship player, which is a total of 90 players on the Miami football team, a monthly payment of $500 this year to advertise his gyms on social media. And in case you guys are not aware of American Top Team, if you guys watch UFC, the most notable fighters who work with American Top Team are Jorge Masvidal and Amanda Nunes. So if you guys are UFC fans, you definitely know who that is. And get this, Nate, the amount of money that's added up within that year is $540,000. That's what it could end up to. So that is a huge amount of money. That is the largest reported sum for a college sports endorsement deal since new state laws and NCAA rules opened the doors for players to make money last week. And I have a quote right here from Dan Lambert. He said, and I quote, "I want to help the kids. I want to reward them for what they do. And I want a better product on the field too. I want to improve the reputation of the school and the team I love so much. I think it's a cool opportunity to get involved and make a difference." And this offer is the largest marketing effort his MMA business has ever made. He says he's not sure if he'll continue to offer the same deal for Miami players in the future years, but he already has bigger plans to in the works to create a consistent way to provide some money to every player on the Miami Hurricanes team. And he also started a corporation called Bringing Back the U that will solely be focused on putting money in the pockets of Miami football players. He said the company will attempt to rally support from local businesses to hire the players as spokesmen. He says he also plans to host fundraising events and then donate proceeds to any local business that agrees to use the donation to pay for Miami players as spokesmen. And he has had multiple conversations with the school's compliance department to tell them about his plans. He also has hired an attorney, Darren Heitner, to make sure that what he is doing didn't violate new state laws. And here's one more quote from Lambert. He says, and I quote, "There are improper ways of fans supporting their players, and now there are legal ways to do it. And if there is a legal way, then you can dot the I's and cross the T's. I'm going to do it." And yeah, Nate, a little bit on Heitner, his attorney. He's helped craft Florida's new name, image, and likeliness laws, and has consulted with several athletes and businesses looking to use college athlete endorsers. He told ESPN that Lambert's fanhood and previous donations that he has made to the athletic department do not prevent him from creating a company that facilitates endorsement deals for Hurricane players. And this is one quote from Heitner. He said, and I quote, "There's no prohibition on any entity who may have a booster as a member. The only restriction is if the entity itself supports the institution or athletic department." So, you know what, Nate, I'll let you start off first. But before I do, the source for this article is Dan Murphy, ESPN staffer. So your thoughts on American Top Team owner Dan Lambert giving $500 a month or monthly year around to every player on the Miami Hurricanes?
Well, first of all, this is pretty cool. Obviously, since the rules have been lifted a little bit, and we did make a video on that last week, so I'll link that in the description down below if you want to go check that out. I think this is pretty cool, Mario. Obviously, Dan Lambert has been a fan of Miami football. He's been a fan for that for a long, long time. So I feel like this is a really cool way of giving back to that team that you've been rooting for a long time. I think it's really cool. And obviously, we talked about how they can get endorsement deals and stuff like that. Now the NCAA athletes can, they can do that now, do like ads and whatnot. This is a really cool way of doing it, Mario, because like you mentioned, American Top Dream is one of the bigger, MMA promotions out there. So what better way to get that recognition now than to be a part of that? It's pretty cool. I actually do really like that, And I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I'm gonna be seeing a lot of these endorsement deals with a lot of organizations and athletes and all that stuff. We're gonna be seeing a lot and many of them now. Because that's one of the things that professional athletes do is they go into ads. They go into advertisements with companies like Gatorade and Nike. You see that a lot. You see it with the Jordan brand. You go into like the automotive industry. I've seen a lot of athletes go into the BMW advertisements and Chevrolet advertisements and things like that. So like big brands like those, like you're going to start to see that a lot more often in the NCAA, because pro athletes do that too. but not NCAA athletes are allowed to do that and earn their money that way. I'm going to see this a lot. Well, we're all going to see this a lot more commonly, and I do like it, Mark. It's really cool. So, with that being said, going to Dan Lambert, best of luck to you guys. Anybody that plays on Miami Hurricanes football, best of luck to you guys as well. And I'll pass on to you, Mario.
Yeah, well, first of all, again, respect to Dan Lambert for doing this, and the Miami Hurricanes football team, they're going to get a lot of money, Nate. They're going to get a lot of money. Um, Now, again, I like the way he went about it, Nate. Okay, because again, if he would have just give them, be like, here's $500, then I think that's probably going to violate the laws or the rules that the NCAA has put down. Because again, you still can't pay NCAA players as part of the NCAA. You get what I'm saying? But in his case, but in this case, Nate, he's giving them alternative. He's going to give them the $500 to promote his team. And not only does that help college football and the Miami Hurricanes, but that definitely helps American Top Team as well. American Top Team themselves, Nate, they're one of the best MMA groups there possibly is. There's been so many fighters that came out of there who have definitely done a great job. I just named two, Jorge Masvidal and Amanda Nunes. Okay, what I like about it is he even hired an attorney to make sure that he was doing it right. Sometimes we hear about people doing these types of things and they don't look at the rules. So then they end up getting consequences at the end because they violated the rules. In his case, he got an attorney to make sure that he wasn't violating the rules. And I completely respect that, Nate. And not only that, he's offering them another alternative too. He's like, hey, if you guys want to make a little more extra money, then I will have local businesses pay you guys for being spokesmen. And that still doesn't violate the rules because now you can endorse your name and your image. And this is something that I felt like should have definitely been an opportunity for college athletes many, many years ago. Okay, because in some cases, in some places, college athletes are almost just as popular as NFL athletes. If we're talking about, for example, if we're talking about Duke, right? Back when Zion Williamson was there, if Zion Williamson was allowed to do all of this, he'd be making a ton of money than he'd be making a lot of money before he even stepped foot on an NBA court. Now you're looking at guys like Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence could have definitely used stuff like this. And now you look at guys now who are going to come out and end up basically being amazing players. Going into college, and who knows, guys in the way future, guys like Mikey Williams, who might end up going to college. This could definitely benefit guys like him, guys like Bronny James if he decides to go to college. Those can definitely benefit guys like that. So not only is it keeping guys in the NCAA, it's giving them a reason to stay in the NCAA because at the same time, you're still going to get paid off your name, But I do respect what Dan Lambert's doing because, again, he did something good for the team. The team is helping him out in general, so he's getting publicity for his gym. And not only that, Nate, he actually hired an attorney to make sure that he was doing it right. Those 3 steps is what leads to success right there. So with that being said, respect to Dan Lambert. I got no problem with what you're doing. To Miami Hurricanes football team, best of luck to you guys this season. To Dan Lambert, best of luck to you and your fighters. And again, Nate, we'll see where this goes.